उल्टा पुल्टा है सर.
Okay. Saksham, whenever you're ready.
I am. Let the students begin.
I think we could proceed now. We have about 88 students, so we could start. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. A sense of humor is a major defense against minor troubles. In this season of pandemic, giggling is simply one more word in the dictionary. To commend the significance of humor in our life, Chitkara University is honored to have among us magnificent entertainer, actor, social descendant, and spouse of the late social starist, and a Padma Bhushan awardee, the evermore Sri Jaspal Bhatti. Let's welcome Savita Bhatti ma'am, notable from the shows like The Flop Show and Ulta Pulta, and numerous Bollywood hits including Fana and Mere Dad Ki Maruti.
Hello, good afternoon everybody. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. And I'm so honored to be a part of this session. And I wouldn't call it a masterclass because we're all the same journey. And I will be learning so much from all of you today from this session. I'm extremely honored to be a part of the Chitkara University initiative and the Chitkara School of Design for having considered me for this wonderful interaction. And for those of you who know me, hello. Those of you who don't know me, I am an actor, basically a writer, a social activist, and I've been working for the last 35 years on different platforms, be it street theater, be it films, be it television, be it writing. And my biggest claim to fame is that I am the wife of India's one of most original humorists, Mr. Jaspal Bhatti. And I'm so happy to be here.
Well, ma'am, every time I consider you, all I can say is लबों पे तारीफ, सर पर जीत का ताज होता है. आप जैसा सितारा सदा वक्त का सरताज होता है. जिसकी मौजूदगी से चमकता है ये जहां, जिसकी मौजूदगी से चमकता है ये जहां, ऐसा फनकार बनाकर तो खुदा को भी खुद पर नाज होता है.
So grateful, so grateful. Thank you, Janvi. Beautiful, beautiful words, and I'm truly blessed and honored.
Thank you, ma'am. So before starting this spectacular excursion with the unrivaled Savita Bhatti ma'am, know the amazing tale of her life, I would also like to welcome the staff and faculty members of Chitkara Design School and also welcome the fresh batch of Chitkara Design School. We welcome all the fresh students. Hope you have a wonderful session ahead.
Yes, welcome everybody. So can I start on my journey?
Surely, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll pick up from where it chronologically started. And I think the Ulta Pulta started when I was born. I was born on, I won't tell you the year because I would leave that guessing. And I was born on 2nd of April. And I was so thankful to God that one day slip I got, क्योंकि अगर एक दिन पहले हो जाता तो फिर बहुत 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 गड़बड़ होनी थी. So 2nd April, born in Delhi, born to an middle class family and an Air Force father and a housewife mother. And life, I think your childhood lays its foundations. And we were like a running stream of water. Every 3 years, my father would be posted. And during these Air Force years, we were so lucky to be visiting such wonderful places. Like I was born in Delhi, then stayed in Chandigarh. I studied here. Then in Baroda, my father was posted. Then in Pune, then in Bangalore, and then again in Delhi. Delhi, every time I came back, there was something happening. The first time I was born, the second time I studied there in Jesus of Mary College, and the third time we got married. So Delhi is kind of like a watershed moment for me. And I think because my father was a soldier, And I saw my mother, a brave woman, coping up with the intricacies of a defense life. I think we also became, me and my sister, I have an elder sister, we became mini soldiers in terms of there was never a permanent set of friends we had, or a permanent place to stay, or a permanent culture we were exposed to. So after every 3 years, we were packing our bags, crying, and then moving ahead and saying Tata, bye bye, never seeing those people again, because we never had Facebook and the other means of keeping in touch. So that went on, and I think that gave both my sister and myself an amazing flexibility in our disposition in terms of कि जो भी होगा आपको देखना ही पड़ेगा. There's no way out. So if you went to a new school, you had to make new friends. There was no choice. There was nothing of that sort. You had to settle in. And I've had one of the most wonderful experiences in Bangalore, where I've studied in Kendriya Vidyalayas only because of my father's job. And in Bangalore, I made we were a group of 5 girls, and there were 4 Malayali friends I had. So I was the only Punjabi, and I would be eating the idlis from their tiffin and that papadam in their this, and I would be eating that. And we had regional language classes also for students. And I, even for that one single period, I didn't want to go into a Punjabi class. So imagine I joined the Malayalam class. I went there and I started learning to write the alphabets in the Malayalam language. And it was such a wonderful experience because the teacher knew I was just there for my friends. So I just learned some basic 3 or 4 alphabets. And there were other Malayali friends who would get scolded because of me. वो जब पढ़ते पढ़ते नहीं थे, कुछ होता था तो the teacher would make me stand up. इनको देखो, ये पंजाबी हैं, ये मलयालम पढ़ रहे हैं, तुम लोग मलयाली हो के तुम्हें अकल नहीं है. And so I would bask in that whatever little I knew, and I picked up Malayalam songs, and till today I know a Malayalam song by heart. So it gives you the space and the energies that Air Force life gave us, that to adapt ourselves wherever. And I think today also, if I stand on my feet with my head held in pride, even after losing Jaspalji, it is because of this initial exposure. And after Bangalore, we went to Pune, where I did my higher secondary. And we were, I think, the last batch, that was the higher secondary batch. After that, the +2 system started. And the Air Force life gave us an amazing introduction to books, to sports. We were reading the best fiction available in English, in Hindi. And when we went to travel with Jaspalji, when I professionally went to the USA and UK, there were so many things I already knew because I had read so much about the Enid Blyton stories and what an English life was and things like that. And I think it exposed us to a lot of things which a normal civilian life you have to really pay for. जैसे अगर आपके बच्चों ने अगर swimming सीखनी है तो you have to find out this, and badminton courts. So all that was so readily available to us. And we got into sports, which I think is a very, very important message I would like to give out to all the girl students here. Please make sports a part of your activity. And we never teach our daughters, never teach our sisters to be physically tough and have that mental strength with the physicality. So this life was sheltered, comforted in terms of कि you knew कि आप Air Force के campus में ही घूम रहे हैं, and you had fun. And I finished my school, and my father was transferred to Delhi. And suddenly it was like आप एक बहुत बड़े शहर में suddenly you're left open, and I had to join college there. I've studied from the Jesus and Mary College in Delhi, and I did my English honors from there. And that was like a wake-up call, because आप एक बड़े secure Air Force colonies में से suddenly, and parents at that time never said कि हम आपको छोड़ने जाएंगे. It was
Do we have a glitch? Do we have a technical glitch?
Yes, like ma'am's video has gone audio also.
Okay, you kind of just pushed everybody and went into the buses and became Delhiite. So I think this is what life teaches us, that we always have to get out of our comfort zone, and you need to, because that will help in your evolution, that will help in your growth. So after I finished my college, I had those typical glamorous dreams कि अच्छा I want to become an air hostess, because उस time पे हमारे लिए को बहुत ज़्यादा options नहीं थे. I didn't want to be a doctor, so that was cut out. I didn't want to be an engineer, so that was struck off. Then no lawyers उस time वैसे law होता भी नहीं था इतना लड़कियों के लिए. So usual things left was either you get married or you become a teacher. So I wanted to become an air hostess. So the glamour part कि हाँ जी मैं तैयार होंगी ये होंगी and things like that. And I did manage to clear all the interviews of, at that time there was only Indian Airlines, and I cleared all the interviews. And my father, on the safer side, told me that have a backup plan. And I think that's one important lesson in life, that always whatever you do, have a backup plan. कि अगर घर में आपकी बिजली चली जाती है तो इन्वर्टर आप लगाते हैं. Life may always have a plan B in case plan A doesn't work out. So I also applied for B.Ed in Delhi only. And this was all happening while my father was in Kasauli. So I was doing all this on my own, going to interviews, giving the tests, and I gave the test, the B.Ed test, saying that nahi ho to acha hai. It had to happen, so I cleared the tests, and that is one of Asia's foremost institute for B.Ed, which is called the Central Institute of Education in Delhi, which is part of the Delhi University campus. So it so happened that the air hostess interview, the last interview, the final interview, I didn't clear that because there were some questions which I couldn't answer, and I had cleared the teachers, this B.Ed. So you said, oh my God, who wants to be a teacher? Kya hai? But at that time, I don't know. I think we didn't challenge ourselves that much. Ki haan ye hai, so you do it. You didn't want to get married, so I did my B.Ed. I stayed in the hostel, and that was again an eye opener. Staying in the hostel, because all along I had stayed with my parents, and that is one place where you learn the value of money. We got very limited pocket money from our parents, and there were times that there have actually been times when we all decided to go see movies and there was no money. So वो जो change होता था ना, चिल्लर डाल के इकट्ठा count करके, अच्छा ये ₹2 हो गए, come on, let's go see a movie. So you realize that even that small amount of money can make so much of a difference to what you do. So I think the hostel part worked me on that. While I was doing my B.Ed, my father was in Kasauli, which is a hill station here near Chandigarh. And there's a St. Mary's school here, which is run by the nuns. And since my father was commanding the station, he interacted with the nuns very frequently. So they asked him, what does your daughter do? So they said she's doing her B.Ed. So they said, okay, when she gives her exams, tell her she has a job. So I was probably one of the very few people where results में नहीं निकले थे, and I got a job. And I just sometimes wonder कि अगर मैं वो exams में fail हो गई होती, तो it would have been very humiliating कि आप fail होके भी आपको job मिल गया. So I was hardly, I think 19 or 20 when I started working in St. Mary's Kasauli, and I got class 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th, 10th. The 5th, 6th, 7th was okay because the children, you can control them. The problem was the 9th and 10th. And since I was barely 19 or 20, there were some students who were just about 4 or 5 years younger to me. So, I mean, they kind of also look at you, कि ये कौन आ गया हमें पढ़ाने and things like that. And you won't believe, मैं college में इतना नहीं पढ़ी होंगी जितना मैं कसौली जाके पढ़ी, because I had one subject was of course English I was teaching, but history. They said आपके B.Ed में history का subject है, so you teach history. And you won't believe the way I had studied, like we all study, is pass marks आ जाए, I just get 33% and just get rid, because English was your major. And when I looked at the syllabus and I said, who are these people? Who is this Khilji and who is this? Who ye kaun aaye the India mein? Ye kab aaye the? And suddenly you realize that your, I mean, I don't know whether it's your education system or the subjects are so boring or what, that I studied my entire college course here in Kasauli. I would take books, study, because I always had this fear कि अगर किसी ने बच्चे ने कोई सवाल पूछ लिया तो आपकी बड़ी बेइज्जती हो जाएगी. So that बेइज्जती part made me, I think, study even harder than the children. And there's a very interesting incident there. Of course, the 10th standard students tried to frighten me also. They saw कि ये just हमसे कोई बड़ा है, 3-4 साल बड़ा है, तो उन्होंने ना books के नीचे they kept a lizard when I entered the class for the first time. So they kept a lizard, and I continued with the whole class, and we were supposed to compulsorily wear a sari. And I entered and I started talking and this and that. I finished. When I picked the books, I saw the lizard. Thankfully, it was a plastic lizard. And I don't know how, because I'm so scared of lizards. I think now if I see, I would have shouted at top of my voice. But when I saw it, I don't know from where I had those nerves of steel that I looked at them and I said, if you had to scare me, you should have kept a live one. And I walked out, and I don't know how I walked out, because thankfully I was wearing a sari. My legs under the sari were just I was so scared. And I came out and I said, okay, good job. I mean, you didn't scream there. And there was this student in 10th standard. मेरे को सबने बताया कि ये ना गुंडा टाइप लड़का है, ये 2-3 बारी 10th में फेल हुआ है. So I calculated कि उसकी और मेरी उम्र में 1 साल का ही फर्क था. And I was so scared of him. So every time I would ask a question, and if he was sitting that side, I would not look at him कि अगर मैंने इसको question पूछ लिया ये मेरे को कुछ कह ना दे. And I would ask everybody else, okay, this, okay, and kind of just put my vision back. I mean, it was scary to be scared of your student, but this is how life is. And I think intangibly the ability to laugh, I think, helped me out in all these. I still couldn't identify this as humor or something like this, but the fact that I could laugh at myself, I think that helped me to get through all these stages. And I taught in Kasauli for about 3 years, and I still keep meeting my students even till today. And then of course I came to Delhi again, and I taught for a year till one day my father told me कि बेटा आपने ऐसे करना कि कल आप half day की छुट्टी ले लेना. And I said, why? He says, somebody who's coming to see you. And so I was like, oh, I mean, do I have to get married and things like that? Because at that time you are so independent, and you don't want to be bogged down by all this. But then it's a natural course of evolution. So that was the day Jaspalji and his parents came to see me. And
ma'am, just a second. This is something very interesting I noticed. This is something the freshers can relate to. All the freshers, when they are sometimes in college, especially the naive ones, they always have someone very dominating and intimidating, trying to kind of, have overbearing presence on them. And the way you handle this brat, this little badmash, laugh it out. I think that's a very important lesson that all the freshers must notice. What happens is either they go into the shell, they go into the cocoon. So you handled it with humor. That's such a great lesson, for especially freshers when they're in college.
Yes, and I think that I will be speaking about this again towards the end, is that we don't have to take ourselves very seriously in terms of, I don't think like I am some God's gift to earth, that there cannot be anybody who's more talented than I am, and nobody who can be as good looking as this. Because once you think that, then you are at saturation level, and then you fall very badly. So I think we need to accept that we all have our pluses and minuses, and I'm I know my minuses so well. I joke about my weight. I joke about having put on weight all these years. I joke about so many things, because that's your way of coping up with your minuses in your personality. So yes, I think the freshers could take a lesson that it's a momentary thing, it will pass, but it depends on how you will tackle that. Will you let it dent your psyche, or will you just laugh, evolve, and let it pass? Because that is important. And I think the present generation is a little overthinkers. वो जब तक उस चीज का ऐसे ऐसे I mean 1,000 times it's not this, and then say no, we must talk, we must discuss. I think there's some things that just need to, they don't deserve that much of importance, and you need to take things in your stride. Things will never happen, most of the time will never happen your way. So this is how I think my Air Force upbringing helped me to be, like I said, a mini soldier. And I think we can all be mini soldiers in our life, that we all want the good things, but we don't know what happens when the bad things. So this was the first stage of my life where I was happy and free and everything, and then I got married. I think Rajesh will sympathize with that, being a married person.
Well, recently married, yes. Saksham, you're taking us further to something very interesting. There's a surprise for all the students, I think. Do we have?
Yeah, surely. But I guess we'll have ma'am to ask some questions to her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Janvi will take over.
तो मैम, आपने अपनी बातों से घर घर तक मुस्कान पहुंचाई है, बल्कि मुस्कान ही नहीं, समाज के हर उस मुद्दे को उठाया और गहरी छाप छोड़ी। लेकिन हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि क्या इस हास्य कलाकार के पीछे भी उसके बचपन में भी हास्य था, या वो एक नोटोरियस स्टूडेंट थी, या फिर वो एक सीरियस स्टूडेंट थी, एंड हाउ मच गुड यू वर इन स्टडीज, और हाउ मच you were interested in studies, or you were inclined to extracurricular activities, and please tell us something about that.
My daughter tells me, कहती है सारे पेरेंट्स जब अपनी कहानियां सुनाते हैं ना, वो हमेशा यही कहते हैं, हम क्लास में हमेशा फर्स्ट आते थे, हमेशा सेकंड आते थे। शी सेड अगर सारे पेरेंट्स फर्स्ट सेकंड आते थे तो मैं थर्ड फोर्थ और बाकी फेल कौन होता था? So I would say I was a good student in terms of academically. I did well. Whether I did my 11th tak, I had science subjects, I did well. I got distinction in physics. After that, I changed my stream because I didn't want to go to that. I did well even with this. I did well in B.Ed. I was not a very naughty in terms of कि कोई शरारतें करनी है या कुछ ऐसे करना है. But yes, always a happy child because I'm the younger child. So I was very spoiled by my parents, my sister, and some happy memories of childhood being the younger child. उस टाइम पे होता था because हम एयरफोर्स उसमें रहते थे, तो my father had given strict instructions कि जब स्ट्रीट लाइट, क्योंकि ना घड़ियां होती थी हमारे पास, ना मोबाइल होता था, कि जब स्ट्रीट लाइट्स ऑन हो जाए तो आपने घर आ जाना है, वो आपका इंडिकेशन है. सो माय सिस्टर वुड ऑलवेज से कि आप चल गए, कम ऑन लेट्स गो बैक, लेट्स गो, एंड आई वुड से नहीं अभी और खेल लेते हैं अभी, बिकॉज दैट वाज द ओनली एंटरटेनमेंट यू हैड वाज दैट यू कुड प्ले. एंड invariably I would always get her late, and whenever we would come back, my father was very strict, so he would make a stand, and every day my sister would get a lecture कि you are the elder, तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए, तुम बड़े हो, तुम्हें वापस आना चाहिए था, this that. And I was such a मतलब useless person कि मैं पीछे खड़े होके आराम से, like I'm not even listening because my sister used to get all सारे डैडी की जो डांट थी वो मेरी सिस्टर को मिलते थे. आई वुड से दैट ओके, आई एम गोइंग टू डू दिस अगेन टुमारो. एंड आई थिंक these are things that hold you in good stead throughout your life. Your parents' love and your sister's comfort, until today they remain one of my biggest supports. I was I think a little, my sister was the quieter one. I was a little outspoken. I was very fond of, like all children, very fond of celebrating birthdays, है ना? हमारे लिए the entire year you keep looking forward. अच्छा, उस टाइम पे क्या बर्थडे गिफ्ट्स कुछ भी नहीं होते थे. So I would stand at the gate, हमारे घर के gate के बाहर I would stand like this, and all the children who would come in, I would just snatch the present from their hand and say, क्या लेके आए हो दिखाओ, and I would open it right in front of them and say क्या है. एंड उस टाइम पे छोटे से डब्बे मिलते थे चॉकलेट के, वो एक ही चॉकलेट होती थी उसमें हर बारी टॉफी टाइप, एंड आई वुड टेक इट आउट एंड से क्या है, पिछली बार भी तुमने यही दिया था. एंड देयर वाज अनदर ट्रेंड ऑफ गिविंग एनिट ब्लाइटन की बुक्स, है ना, उस टाइम पे चलती थी. सो वो ये कौन सी ले आए हो, ये मैंने पढ़ी हुई है. एवरी टाइम आई वुड डू दैट टिल वंस माय मदर शी टुक मी टू द साइड एंड सेड, बेटा ये बिल्कुल नहीं कहना है, यू हैव टू टेल एवरीबडी कि बहुत अच्छा गिफ्ट लाए हो आप, एंड डोंट स्टार्ट वहीं उनको एनालाइज करना शुरू कर दोगे क्या बकवास गिफ्ट है क्या. सो टिल टुडे आई I'm very fond of getting gifts, and I hate those people who say कि नहीं नहीं हमें नहीं अच्छे लगते, नहीं नहीं, और फिर वो ले भी लेते हैं सब कुछ. So when somebody gives me something, I always say thank you, तो मैं रख लेती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगता है. So these are some wonderful memories of childhood, and I would say at this point I would like to thank my parents. I mean, two sisters. Till today we haven't heard this कि काश हमारा कोई लड़का होता, ये नहीं हम कर सकते हैं. They gave us opportunities, they gave us the freedom, and most importantly they let us live, which आजकल आप देखते हैं क्या हाल हो रहा है लड़कियों का. So a big thank you to my parents, and I would say I was just a normal student, energetic, happy. Extracurricular school में थोड़ा सा किया, because I have very long hair. अब थोड़े से बाल छोटे, तो वो कोई डांस ड्रामा होना शकुंतला को, तो उनको लंबे बालों वाली, तो उन्होंने कहना जी आप आ जाओ चलो जी. So more than talent, that used to be the criteria. I think that gave me the confidence to be on stage. And after our stay in Bangalore, my English improved tremendously, because the South Indians speak it correctly with the right accent. So when we came to Pune, वो जब भी गांधी जी की गांधी जयंती होनी तो उन्होंने कहा आप आगे जी स्पीच दे दीजिए, बाल दिवस होना आप आ जाइए. सो आई वाज काइंड ऑफ that was the I was into sports, I represented school, and school में काफी होता रहा. But I think school में it's easier to organize because वो खुद स्कूल के करिकुलम में ही प्लान होता है. कॉलेज में I was very very quiet because it was a new place. Delhi was new. I had to make new friends, new curriculum, travel by DTC buses. You're absolutely in the open, so there was not much. But very interesting thing कि वहाँ पे हमें पता चला कि जो आप कोई स्पोर्ट्स लेते हैं तो आपको फ्री वो मिलता है कोक. तो हमने ना फ्रेंड्स ने प्लान बनाया कि हम हॉकी टीम में कोई भी नहीं था. There were a lot of girls in basketball and this, so we joined the hockey team कि हमें और कुछ नहीं, तो हमें फ्री कोक मिलेगा. But you have to play tournaments also. So हम एक टूर्नामेंट खेलने गए बड़ी शान से, because all girls are very smart and very good looking. So all of us on cloud 9 कि जी हमें तो कोई हरा ही नहीं सकता. And we got a drubbing of मतलब 16-0 स्कोर था. अगली टीम ने 16 गोल हमारे ऊपर किए, and I was a goalkeeper, and all the minutes I had somebody attacking me. So I mean, you do things in college like that, and wonderful times in school and college. And I think the balancing part of the extracurricular with the study part, that has to be your call, and how because balance is the key, not just for this, for everything you do in life. So I think it will fall into place if you have your own set of rules, if one doesn't affect the other.
That was really good. Balance, like how to balance studies and extracurricular would be the part these freshers would learn in this university. Like that would be the main thing. Being very much into extracurricular activities, I just want to ask one more, not one more, I'll ask plenty of more questions. Another question I would like you are from a defense background, your father being in Indian Air Force. First of all, happy Indian Air Force Day.
Yeah, thank you.
And what was his reaction when you decided to join the theater and the film industry?
I think very happy. They've never stopped me from doing anything I wanted, whether it was even in school, whether it was in I remember when we were in Bangalore, my father made me learn Bharatnatyam because I was into dancing. So he said, let her be tutored. So we've never had those kind of restrictions on us. And I think every father is very proud of the fact that when your child, whether it's a boy or a girl, gets these opportunities to move ahead in life. And my parents, even till today, I've told my father about my mother, unfortunately, is confined to the bed. She can't speak much. But my father did say, best of luck, and I'm so proud of you for the session you're having. So, wo, unke booster dose chalte rahe hain hamesha, and they've been very, very supportive. So, for them, it was because I was with my husband. I was working with my husband, so they really didn't have any problems. You have the confidence that your child is in safe hands, and so that they were very, very happy with that.
Ma'am, we have Colonel Sir with us. Like he's going to ask you something.
Yeah, yes, sure. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Ma'am, very good afternoon to you. I am Colonel Pankaj. I am also one of the participants of this postgraduate program.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm on a study assignment here.
Oh, wonderful.
Ma'am, it is so nice to see you in person, not in person actually, but online, one-to-one. And I am from the era, I have watched your serial Ulta Pulta. We used to wait every day early morning to watch that on DD. And it is so nice to see you. And I really wonder how that idea of that serial came about, and if there is some story behind that, I would like to, if you could tell, ma'am. It was really nice to see you and Jaspal sir like that. A wonderful team that was.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you so much. And first of all, a big thumbs up to the course you have taken. It's so wonderful. There's no, I think वो पहले ज़माने में होता था कि क्लास क्लब हो जाते थे कि इस लाइफ में इसमें इतने ही करोगे, ये करोगे, अब ये करोगे, अब इस स्टेज पे आ गया, पाठ पूजा ही करोगे. And I think we need to take the opportunity. So congratulations on that. And I'm so glad that you liked our work. The Ulta Pulta story, if I can trace it back to was before marriage. Jaspal ji jab Punjab Engineering College में पढ़ते थे, and he was into dramatics and handling a lot of PEC cultural items. So I believe वहाँ पे कोई debate का topic था कि नारी के आंसुओं में छिपी होती है बाढ़. So he was one of the, I mean, वो उन्होंने सबने कहा कि they used to call him JP. They said, JP, you can do it, तुम जाओ. So he went and he said कि I decided to, वे बड़े serious topic थे and बहुत सब लोग बहुत serious बोल रहे थे. तो कहते मैंने सोचा इसको ना मैं funny कर देता हूँ. So he started कि हाँ नारी के आंसुओं में छिपी होती है बाढ़, और बाढ़ हम बनाते हैं जब नदियों को रोकना होता है. बाढ़ों में सबसे फेमस है भाखड़ा डैम. Something like that. Off tangent कोई और ही बात करने लग पड़े from that initial topic. And the students went wild because there was somebody who was just talking something मतलब totally non-serious. तो जो judges बैठे थे उन्होंने ना disqualify कर दिया. उन्होंने घंटी बजानी शुरू कर दी कि बंद करो ये, what is this you're talking, and they sent him off the stage. And I believe that the students created so much of ruckus कि आप जब तक JP को वापस स्टेज पे नहीं लाओगे हम अगले आपको पार्टिसिपेंट को लाने नहीं देंगे. Let him complete. So he came back and he spoke whatever जो भी उन्होंने बोलना था. So he said that was the time I realized that लोगों को अगर आप सीधी बात करते हैं तो वो कुछ हद तक सुनते हैं नहीं, लेकिन जब आप अपने सर के बल उल्टे खड़े होकर देखते तो दुनिया भी अलग दिखती है और लोग भी आपकी बात सुन लेते. I think from there he started that everything, if it has to be presented, let's find a different way of saying it. जैसे हमने ही एक उल्टा पुल्टा प्रोग्राम में इन्होंने बोला कि अगर आपके घर में कूड़ा इकट्ठा होता है ना तो आप उसको उठा के तो पड़ोसियों के घर फेंक दीजिए, इससे आपका आपस में प्यार बना रहेगा क्योंकि आपकी लड़ाइयाँ होती रहेंगी. So one of the programs he said that. उसके बाद हम I think हफ्ते के बाद कहीं प्रेस क्लब गए, चंडीगढ़ प्रेस क्लब, and there was this little boy with his parents, and the moment he saw Jaspal ji, he started shouting, "Mama, देखो वो अंकल जो कहते हैं कि पड़ोसियों के घर कूड़ा फेंकना है." So the message had gone home. Of course, a different message कि हम कूड़ा फेंक सकते हैं, but I think that is why जो वो उल्टा पुल्टा thought था, वो एक 8 साल का बच्चा भी समझ सकता था और एक 80 साल की औरत भी इस बात को समझ सकती थी, because it catches your attention immediately. And I think once he got on to that, फिर सब चीजें मिसडायरेक्शन शुरू हो गई, फिर फ्लॉप शो आ गया, फुल टेंशन, माहौल ठीक है, फिर वो और सोच जो है ना वो क्या कहते हैं निखरती गई.
Yeah, that was really great. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this would be really empowering for all the girls, and you are as a young girl, you are an inspiration to them.
I am still a young girl.
Yeah, ma'am. The older you get, the younger you be.
As it is when you speak with young people, आपके 20-30 साल तो वैसे ही माइनस हो जाते हैं. So मैं इस टाइम पे 19-20 की ही हूँ, समझ लो आप.
That's really great. We have Janvi with us, and Janvi would continue.
सुन नहीं पा रहा था कोई, पर वो गुहार लगा रही थी. आने दो मुझे पापा, वो कोक से पुकार लगा रही थी. हमारे समाज को माँ चाहिए, बीवी चाहिए, पत्नी चाहिए, बहन चाहिए, लेकिन बेटी क्यों नहीं चाहिए? Female feticide is one of the major issues which we are facing in our society today. So I would like to show you all a video made on female feticide by Mad Arts Jaspal Bhatti Film School. This is a video which will contribute to all the designing and visualizing students who can learn new animations and see what the Mad Arts Jaspal Bhatti Film School has done.
And before you play that, I would like to get participants to guess who's the voiceover after the video.
बधाइयों, आप बाप बन गए। ये तो पूछा ही नहीं कि आपके यहाँ नन्ही चिड़िया आई है या चिड़ा?
ओए मैं कोई इंसान हूँ जो लड़के और लड़की में फर्क समझूं? सॉरी मिस्टर इंसान।
अरे हम हैं ही इसी काबिल जो लड़के और लड़की में फर्क समझते हैं।
बिटिया है मेरी जान, बिटिया है मेरी शान।
चुन करती आई चिड़िया, लाखों खुशियाँ लाई चिड़िया। मोर भी आया, बंदर भी आया, देखने को ये गुड़िया। नन्ही चिड़िया, नन्ही चिड़िया, नन्ही चिड़िया, नन्ही चिड़िया।
Don't kill your happiness by killing the girl child.
So that was the video. I guess you guys, everyone who is attending the session would be really inspired by the animation, and you would surely learn about this many times. And talking about the female feticide part, This is a major social evil right now also, and it has been in our society since very long. So I just like, if you can see around yourself, you probably would find someone or other who is just against the girl child. So just change your thinking, change others' thinking, make them understand, and make sure you bring the change to the society.
And I think the point of view is so different that Jaspalji was so unique in terms of that every time we hear about female feticide, you only think about ki, Achha, haan, you don't give her a chance to live, do this, mother do this, do that, father. But I think for the first time we get to see that none of the other living species have this. Neither birds nor animals. We humans are the only species that does this, that you kind of kill your girl child and welcome the male. So I think the viewpoint is also very, very unique. And it's such a, I think the film is just about 2.5 minutes, and that's all you require: a good platform, a good content to speak on an issue, rather than कि उसके ऊपर आप मतलब 1.5 घंटा या 2-4 घंटे बोलते रहो. The message is so effective.
Indeed, ma'am, indeed. And like, as you have told, like you were a teacher before marriage, and after that, like far away from the silver screen, how the destiny unfolded and you get into the, like you met Jaspal sir, and then your journey of life, happiness, all began.
Yes. Everybody thinks that ours was a love marriage, and it was 100% arranged marriage. And we were in Delhi. Some mutual friend who was working here in the Chandigarh administration with my father-in-law was suggested the match to us, and my father was very impressed because Jaspalji was at that time cartooning for the Tribune newspaper. So, and he was working in the state electricity board as an SDO. So my father was very happy कि एक SDO है, लड़का ऊपर से cartoonist है, so it's a mixture of intellect and plus एक सरकारी job है. And that is how the talks started, and we got married in 85. And I had seen him before when I was teaching in Kasauli. I had seen Jaspalji briefly on television, and there's a very interesting story to it. Us time pe the major program on television was called Chitrahar, where we had about 5 or 6 of these Hindi film songs. That was the only entertainment, major. I mean, so the entire week you would keep, looking forward to, acha wo 5 gaane aayenge. That's your only gateway to entertainment. One day what happened was, जब वो चित्रहार आ रहा था, suddenly after 2 songs, there was this gentleman, this Sikh gentleman who came and started talking. And I was wondering, I said, ये कौन है बंदा? अब मतलब 5 गाने आते हैं, वो भी नहीं देखने दे रहे हैं. ये कौन आ गया बीच में? ये क्या बातें कर रहे हैं? What is all this? So he started talking. He spoke for about 2-3 minutes and then he left. And I said, oh, thank God. But क्या है? एक गाना कम हो गया. It happened like this for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and every time I would be cursing. Ki, oh my God, I mean, who is this person? How couldn't you find any other slot? आप बाहर किसी और टाइम पे आ जाते, चित्रहार के बीच में सारा प्रोग्राम. So 4-5 हफ्ते तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं कि वो क्या कह रहे हैं. The 5th time you say कि अच्छा यार, this person is not going away, let me at least listen to what he's saying. And it was Jaspalji. He was talking about things which I had never heard in my life. He was talking about, at that time there were girls being burnt for dowry. So he said कि हम dowry procession निकालेंगे, उधर से वो डब्बा लेके आएंगे तेल का, फिर भंगड़ा डालेंगे, तेल डालेंगे, फिर लड़की को जलाएंगे, let's give out cards. So I had not heard of this. And then you started listening every week to what he's saying. And then in the India Today, at that time, they had carried a feature on him saying that there's this young electrical engineer from Punjab who's doing this kind of social issues. So these were my 2 interactions with him before marriage. At that time, I didn't know कि ये जिनको मैं गुस्सा कर रही हूँ, गालियाँ निकाल रही हूँ, इसी से शादी होगी. So then we got married, and I shifted here to Chandigarh. And one of the first words what Jaspalji spoke to me was that he said that I want you to study more. I want that after a year, people should know you by your name. They should know you are Savita Bhatti. You will be Mrs. Jaspal Bhatti your entire life, but you should be known as Savita. And at that time, I'm still not very ambitious, like, oh, ye karna hai har haal mein, ye wo, okay, aa jata hai and I do it. At that time, at least, I was not ambitious at all. So I said, okay, you want me to study, I'll study. And there's a department of mass communication here in Punjab University. So I joined that. And I didn't tell them Jaspalji was getting to be popular by then. People were reading his cartoons, seeing some of his work on television. So I didn't tell them who my husband was. I just told them I'm married. And I was the only married girl in the class. They were all baki sab unmarried thing. And I got through. There were just 25 students who got entry, and I was one of them into the Department of Mass Communication. I did my journalism there. And I think that is where probably what Jaspalji saw was that I could communicate well, that I had the flair of writing. And I did write for the college magazine also. And I did that. Then he said, I want you to study more. So then I did my post-graduation in English honors. That was again not a regular course. It was, I studied from home because my son was born. And in both these courses, I was one of the toppers of the college. So ये चल रहा था साथ साथ में घर में I could see activity going on, rehearsals होती थी, people would come in, and I would be like the wife, अच्छा हाँ चाय बना दो, ये उसको dialogue याद करा दो, हाँ मैं बोल देती थी. So generally like okay. One day after I had finished my post graduation, he said, I want you to do your MPhil. And I was like, yeah, this has to stop. I can't go on studying like this. And thankfully I failed. I didn't get through. I was unwell. Plus I was not interested. Otherwise, imagine, aaj, I could have been working in Chitkara University as a teacher had I done some of my post graduation or something in MPhil. And there was he had to go to Jalandhar. He used to go to Jalandhar Doordarshan for his work. And he got a call from the Doordarshan authorities saying कि आप जिस female artist को लेके आ रहे हैं उनको आप मत लेके आइए because उनके साथ हमारी कोई fees की problem हो रही है. So Jaspalji looked around. It was about 10:30 in the night, and he said, अब इस time मेरे को आप बता रहे हो, like who will I get at this time? And he looked around, and I was the only person around. So he said, okay. It's just a very small role. I mean, the program itself was for 2.5 minutes, and there were skits in between. So you can imagine I just had about 2 or 3 lines to say. And he said, okay, you are coming with me. And at that time, you think acting kya ho? I can act. It's the easiest job in the world. Because you were at that stage when you would go into halls and, you know, like, आप सब अभी भी करते होंगे, क्या है ये बकवास, ये इसकी एक्टिंग है, इससे अच्छा तो मैं कर लूँ. We all say that, and I also said that. ये line, oh, I can do this. And the whole way I kept planning. जब ऐसे होगा ना shot ऐसे होगा, फिर मैं अपने हाथ ऐसे करूँगी, फिर मैं थोड़ा सा ऐसे करूँगी ताकि बड़ा natural लगे. You won't believe when the shoot started, I tried lifting up my hand, it wouldn't go up. It was like किसी ने लोहा बांध दिया or something. And I realized that, oh my God, it's not an easy job. So that was my accidental entry into television and films. I didn't know I could act, but I think he could see that. And I think he was a little sorry about that because after that I used to tell him, मेरा role कहाँ है? इसमें जो आपने लिखा है मेरा role कहाँ है? He said, you read the script. Why are you always worried about your role? I said, नहीं, मेरा role लंबा होना चाहिए and things like that. It's like वो जब कोई शेर होता है उसके मुंह में खून लग जाता है तो फिर आप ज़्यादा. So once I got into acting and then I realized the potential it had to excite me and also take me in my journey forward, I would keep telling him कि मेरा role बहुत छोटा लिखा है आपने. He says, don't worry about your role, you see the entire script. So this was how I got into, and that was how Ulta Pulta, I did Ulta Pulta, but in Ulta Pulta I had very brief roles. When Flop Show started, he did a lot of auditions. Then somebody told him, Vivek or somebody said, why don't you try Babiji? Why don't you try Savita? So he looked at me, he says, it's a major now, this was a major prime time telecast. So he said, will you be able to do it? Because what you've done till now is just 1 night. I said, people think it's because you are the wife, it's easy, but I think it's more difficult because you have to prove yourself more and more. And he was not one of those obliging kind of persons. If you're talented, you get it. If you're not, you're out. So then he said, okay, I'll give you the toughest role in the entire 10 episodes. So I got, I don't know how many of you have seen Flop Show, the one on the fake medical insurance where I lose my husband, and then, so he said, you will do this role and show it to me. If you can do this, you can do all the 10 episodes. And I acted because I'm not a trained person, neither was Jaspalji. So he said, just go with your gut sense, go with your common sense. And that is my advice to also to people who want to get into filmmaking and others is go with your gut and this. I mean, there's sometimes courses like acting and all help to channelize you, but the inner fire has to be from you. So I did that audition and thankfully it went off well. And I got the role and the recognition. The best thing is that that is your biggest claim to fame till today is Flop Show. And once when we were performing for Nach Baliye, the cinematographer was positioning us. So he said, Bhatti साहब आप इधर खड़े हो जाइए, प्रीति जी आप इधर खड़े हैं. I'm wondering कि who is Preeti, किसको प्रीति बुला रहे. Then I realized कि वो मेरा screen name in Flop Show was Preeti, so he could remember that. And I said that that's a great tribute. अब इसका disadvantage ये है कि वो Flop Show वाली Savita was just about what 47-50 kgs, and today I'm a different person. I won't tell you my weight, I won't tell you my age. And so people look at you, and whenever I meet, ma'am Flop Show में आप बहुत अच्छे थे, ये बहुत अच्छा था program, this, and the next invariable question is, ma'am आप इतने मोटे क्यों हो गए हो? And I want to tell them कि आप पहले दो questions रखी. But this is how people are when they love you. I think they think that they are familiar with you. So that was Flop Show. And I think it remains still today one of the most iconic shows on television. And for the Jaspal Bhatti Humor Festival, when we've had the biggest names in comedy come and perform for us here, all of them have told me that, ma'am, we have it on our desktop. And this is something which we see before we go to sleep. And there was this, I forget his name, this comic stand-up with who had a lot of curly hair, and now he's got it cut. I forget his name.
Tanmay Bhatt, maybe?
Pardon?
Tanmay, is it Tanmay?
Not Tanmay, Abhishek Upmanyu. Yes. He told me, he says, हम मैम बड़ी बारी मतलब हफ्ते में 2-3 बार देख लेते हैं, and we keep saying कि ये बंदा क्या है क्या, इसने ये सोची कैसी हैं ये चीजें. So I think Flop Show remains our biggest claim to fame. After that, we did Full Tension. Then Jaspalji started getting work in Hindi films, R.K. Banners, Aab, Lord Chale. But he was very keen to come back to his own language, and he chose a very difficult time for it. Punjab was recovering from militancy, and he chose to make a film on the police. So I think that was a very, very brave this, and people had stopped going to the cinema halls to see Punjabi films. And he, in 1998, he made Mahal Theek Hai, which I think till today is one of the longest running films. It ran for 100 days at that time, when there were other Hindi film stars with it. And the best thing and the best compliment that came our way when a lot of police officers would come and tell us कि मैम हमने वो फिल्म देखी है, पर हमने प्लेन क्लोथ्स में देखी, हमने यूनिफॉर्म में नहीं, पुलिस की बड़ी धज्जियां उड़ी हैं. And I think it took a lot of courage, and that is why Jaspalji has a very unique place in comedies, because very few people, comics today, very few people otherwise also have the courage to speak out their minds. So after Mahal Theek Hai, then we drifted into films. He did more films obviously than me. My children were growing up. We have 2 children. Our elder child is Jasraj, who's heading the Mad Arts Film School. My younger child is Rabia, who's aspiring fashion designer. So the children were growing up, and I wanted to be with them because one of the parents traveling the other. And like I said, I was not very ambitious. I did get a lot of work. Jaspalji would always say if she wants to work, but then I decided that I needed to be with the children, and I'm very happy with that. And lot of stage shows. We performed for Filmfare, for TV Video Worlds, for producer guilds, everything. And slowly people around us were also getting recognized. Vivek, who was an integral part of our work, Vivek Shok, was getting amazing work in Hindi films. Then B.N. Sharma, who's now one of the biggest names in Punjabi films. Sunil Grover, who was our protege, he's done a lot of stage shows with us, is now well-known name with Guthi and Dr. Mashur Gulati. So it was good to see कि जो आपने बीज लगाए हैं वो बहुत खूबसूरत फूल और पेड़ बनके निकल रहे हैं. And he then went on to make Jija Ji, which is again a very well-known work of his on the trouble Jijas create in the family. And he was struggling because जो आपके ideas अगर mainstream के नहीं होते हैं तो आपको उसके लिए बहुत लड़ाई करनी पड़ती है. And people would come up to him and say, sir, we're big fans, love your ideas. But whenever he would talk about, say, I want to make a film, can I get a financer? They would back out because they knew that this man will not compromise on the content. He will not get in like a masala song or an item number just for the sake of it. So they were not ready to like literally burn the fingers. जैसे एक Full Tension में जसपाल जी ने जोक भी लिखा था कि there's this producer who says कि मेरी फिल्म कंप्लीट है जी 80 मतलब 90% मेरी फिल्म कंप्लीट है. कहते अच्छा क्या क्या कर लिया आपने? कहते उसमें मैंने 5 रेप सीन डाल दिए, एक्शन सीन डाल दिए, गाने डाल दिए, वो हीरोइन का बारिश में भी भीगने का सीन है, दिस दैट एवरीथिंग इज कंप्लीट. कहते फिर कंप्लीट है तो फिर आप किस चीज की वेट कर रहे हैं? कहते मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ सिर्फ स्टोरी की. जिस दिन अच्छी कहानी मिल गई फिर फिल्म भी कंप्लीट है. सो दिस इज हाउ मोस्ट ऑफ द फिल्म्स. सो people were not ready. So he was struggling with his ideas, with getting his work across. And in 2005, he opened the Jaspal Bhatti Film School in Mohali called Mad Arts, which is a media and digital arts. And he said it is time for us to give back to the region what we have learned. That any child who aspires to get into the entertainment industry has to either travel to Delhi or to Bombay. So let them be basically trained in the nuances here, and then they can cross over to Delhi or this. And there's a very interesting incident because it was called Mad Arts. लोगों को उसका नाम कईयों को लोग देखते भी थे कि ये क्या काम करते हैं तो उनको लगता होगा. So I got a call from Amritsar, a very well-known person. He told me, he says, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਪਾਗਲਾਂ ਲਈ ਸਕੂਲ ਖੋਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਾਗਲਖਾਨਾ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਾਗਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਵਾਂਗੇ ਵੀ ਘੁੰਮ ਫਿਰ ਲੈਣਗੇ. And I had to tell him that no, it's not a place for them and it's a school for students. And we're lucky that Mad Arts has survived a lot of time difficulties and everything, and my son is very ably handling it now, making films. And in 2011 he started, he was getting offers from television channels about, you know, how is it that normal people see you? Is that if somebody sees me, they will say कि अच्छा आपको फिल्मों में क्या रोल मिल सकता है कि आप किसी की मदर बन सकती हैं, चाची बन सकती हैं, दादी बन सकती हैं, whatever. And he was getting a very well-paid role, say in Star Plus, of the heroine's father. And at that time, he was toying with this idea of making a film again. And I told him, I said, see, because money is something that you always need, and because of the film school, all that, you know, we were working on, everything just went into the school. So we were not saving anything. So I told him, I said, the channel is paying you so well, and you can postpone your film. And so he says, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be tied down with these 9 to 5 and a monthly salary kind of job with the channel. And he says, even if I have to die, मुझे मतलब अगर बिना पैसों के भी मरना पड़े, I will do that as long as I get to do my work. So this shows you the kind of person he was, and that was when Power Cut was conceived, and 2012 we started shooting for it, and we didn't realize that the name was going to be so ominous, and it was going to be so prophetic. And in October 2012, he had the car accident where we lost him, and thankfully the film was completed, because had that not been there, I think we would have not been able to survive after that. In terms of, I was happy that this is what he wanted to do until the last minute, because the last I spoke to him was at about 10:30 in the night, and the accident happened at about 1. I was speaking to him, and he was happy that the film is being released the next day. He was speaking to some distributors. He was speaking to people. So that is my memory of him, being happy, doing the work he wanted to do. And I'm so glad that he was able to make that film, because somebody asked me कि वो film का क्या करना है अपने, हमने कल ये release होने वाली थी. And I said, we have to show the film. So next day, the entire family, we all wore the same clothes we had decided to wear for the premiere. We all went with the same energy, the same this, to see the film, because the show has to move on, it has to carry on, and especially for a man who has made you laugh so much, I think we needed to be there. So that, I think, is my second part of my life, which I'm so sorry for this.
No, that's so commendable, ma'am. I'm short of words to express, because throughout his journey, both of you have swimmed, against the tide to start something like Flop Show. I mean, without any backdrop of audio laughters, and that time when all religious mythological serials were ruling the screens, to do something like Flop Show is commendable. To do Mahal Theek Hai, and then of course to invest everything, I would say, life savings and everything into Mad School. He could have very well gone to Mumbai and had the cash registers ringing and doing something conventional, but then again, swimming against the tide, giving back to the society where he lived.
Yes.
Amazing. And I know his legacy lives on and will live on for a long time to come. The younger generations who perhaps have not been seen these shows, you should see these shows as much as you would see a Charlie Chaplin film. Please watch what Jaspal Bhatti ji and the entire Mad team along with Savita Bhatti ma'am have done. Ask your parents what it meant to come out of militancy in the 80s and then get together with the family at dinner time and laugh together. So thank you so much to you, ma'am, and the legacy will live on forever.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
And Saksham, तेरे को मार पड़ने वाली है, तूने रुलाया मैडम को, तो प्लीज तेरे नंबर कटने वाले हैं ये सेमेस्टर में.
नहीं, I think वो रोना भी जरूरी है. आप तभी आपकी जो हंसी होती है वो और भी ज्यादा बड़ी होती है, because वो आंसू निकल चुके होते हैं. I think they are both part of life, and one has to just go with the mood as it comes. I just forgot to mention one important part of his work, because we know his television, we know his film career, but there was this Nonsense Club which he founded about 35 years back, and in which he tried to look at all the social issues around him. And जैसे प्याज महंगे हो गए, so he would say कि मैं सब्जी मंडी जा रहा हूँ, I need commandos and I need Z security, क्योंकि लोग मेरे से वो प्याज छीन लेंगे. And when there was this Harshad Mehta scam, he had the courage. At that time, it was one of the biggest scams in Hawala ka scam tha. He had the courage to go to Delhi to stand outside Parliament and enact out an act saying कि 200 crore से नीचे तो government को bother नहीं करना चाहिए. Corruption, that is too small a corruption, it should just happen. जो उससे ऊपर है, the government should only worry about that. And there should be suitcases made for 1,000 rupee notes, ताकि अगर हमने किसी को bribe देनी हो तो हमें conveniently दे सकते हैं rather than carrying so much of money. And I think the nonsense club, जैसे उस टाइम पे स्कूल बैग्स, बच्चे बहुत बड़े बड़े स्कूल बैग्स, so he had a huge massive school bag made and children pulling at it, and you know him saying कि अगर आपके बच्चे बड़े होकर कुछ और ना भी बने, कुली तो जरूर बन जाएंगे. So things like this, he was giving out the activism part came with that, and I think he became a voice of the common man, which no artist I think today can boast of, whether be it television, whether be the comedy, the comics, whether the film industry, nobody champions for the common man. So jab gas badi, he would be on the roads in the sun, speaking in his own ulta pulta style. And in the later years, I would tell him, I said, Jaspal ji, it's so much of effort. आप इतना इस पे effort लगाते हो कि आप मतलब पेट्रोल का दाम महंगा हो गया तो he took a horse कि मैं अब घोड़े पे बैठ के दफ्तर जाऊंगा, things like that. And I told him, I said, people forget in one day, एक दिन के बाद आपको याद ही नहीं रखता. And I was proved so wrong, because even till today, I mean, it's going to be 8 years, this 25th, that एक दिन भी नहीं गया, एक दिन भी जिस दिन somebody has not walked up to me and said, ma'am, we miss sir so much, and what a man he was, and there will never be a Jaspal Bhatti again. And I think it is because of this, because that people felt that he's just not an actor, he's just not a producer, he's us. He's a part of us. If he ridicules a system, he's also a part of that system. So that was a very important part of his work. And I will be also writing on this. I'm writing on a book. So I will be dealing with this on the next part.
Amazing. Saksham, I'm just going to take a spotlight away from you for a moment. Ma'am, one more thing that comes to my mind is that like he came as a savior, I mean, of course, after the terrorism, to people, families to get together. And after 30 years of, or, he did that again, you did that again during the lockdown. And मैंने अभी Instagram में भी पढ़ा था, there was someone on his deathbed in PGI.
Yes.
The doctors gave up on that person, and watching the flop show, revived him. Would you please tell these young kids a little bit about that, please? I'm sorry, I had to, I have to bring this up, please.
Absolutely. Rajesh, this was during COVID, and I got a message from a girl saying that my father was admitted to the PGI, and she says he was not responding to anything. There was no reactions, na aankhein kholte the, na kuch bolte the. So the doctors said that you can take him home and please keep him in a happy environment, keep him in a positive environment. She says we got him home, and even at home he was not talking, he was not responding and nothing of that. So she says hum log itne thake hue the, and we were also, naturally you're mentally and physically exhausted. So us time pe Doordarshan had started the telecast of these epic serials. Mahabharat had started, Ramayan had started, so Flop Show also was on air. And she said, ma'am, jab hum Flop Show dekh rahe the, hum has rahe the, she said, I looked at my father and he had opened his eyes and he was smiling. And she said that, ma'am, I want to thank you and Jaspal ji ki aapne matlab ek parivar ko unke father वापस दिला दिए. And I was so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed because this is God's way of telling you not to lose hope. And this is God's way of telling you that the legacy of goodness never goes away. Jaspalji was not just a good artist or a good humorist. He was also a very, very good human being. So I think वो जो अच्छाई है वो कहीं नहीं जाएगी. And I think that's the biggest message in COVID I could get, was to just hang on to just spread a smile wherever you can.
Absolutely, ma'am. And I have just somebody to tell you about it. And this young kid is a post-millennial. So please, Tanvi, please introduce yourself, who you are and what you want to tell ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Tanvi.
Good afternoon, actually, yes. Sorry.
Sanjay.
So, ma'am, I'm a design student. So, like, the lockdown was like pretty hard for all of us, of course. Yes. So, my dad was, always, reminiscing about his, like, what he used to watch. And so he just loved Jaspal sir's work. He's like crazy for him. And like, we've almost watched like all his shows during lockdown. It was such a great experience. Really.
That's so wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tanvi, when you say this, you make me stronger. And thank you for doing that. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. And my regards.
I just want to say, thank you, ma'am. Like your journey is just so inspiring to hear. Thank you so much for sharing this, ma'am.
My pleasure, beta. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you. Saksham could see she's made her smile. Yaar. Kya kar rahe hain?
Saksham बेचारा फंसा हुआ है.
Okay, Saksham, please take us forward. You're in the driver's seat now, please.
Yes, Janu would.
Ma'am, your journey is extremely commendable and inspiring. Even Jaspal sir is somebody we cannot forget ever, and you are extremely right in saying that we cannot ever have a second Jaspal Bhatti sir, because he was indeed a unique personality in himself, and we till date have nobody in competition. So as we all know that we all were in lockdown from past 6 to 7 months, and I would also like to say that this lockdown and this pandemic was a blessing in disguise. Even our environment is healing, and we again have a video from the Mad Arts Film School, and we'll be presenting you the video now.
Saksham, the screen is not visible. Sorry, you'll have to do the same way. That's okay.
कुछ ना कुछ उल्टा पुल्टा तो होना ही है.
हाँ जी.
Not to worry. Take your time. Don't worry.
Saksham, we'll pass you this semester. Don't worry. Saksham is interning at Fortis and also managing this. Okay, great. We're good to go. Saksham, volume.
This video gave a very deep message to everyone, like the environment, the trees, everything is very integral part of our lives. So I just request all the you can spread this word. You can make sure in your life also you serve the trees, you serve the environment, you protect them, plant more and more trees. Make a habit. I just want to share a green initiative of me. I do it regularly. Those who are close to me, like Rajesh sir, he's in contact, one of my WhatsApp contacts, and he's usually seeing my WhatsApp status. I am a traveler also, so I just make sure whenever I go to places, may it be a very far away, or it may be the next town I visit. So I just plant a tree, a small sapling. Make sure you don't plant it on the road that no one would take care of it. Just make sure if I stay in a hotel, for example, only recently I went to Narkanda. So I planted that tree in the hotel and asked the authorities to take care of it. So take that in your mind and make sure you also plant more and more trees. Not every day, at least on your birthdays you can do.
It's a wonderful, wonderful initiative, Saksha. And
Thank you.
I think they say that जब भी आप कोई fruit खाते हैं, कुछ है, carry the seeds with you, and wherever you can, just distribute them. And I think we owe this to nature. We owe this because she sustains us. So हमें भी you have to give back, है ना?
Yes, indeed. So, ma'am, we have some questions from the audience. I would request all the audience, everyone who wants to ask the question, you can type in the chat box. And we have one student with us, Zeenat. So she's going to ask you a question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I hope you're doing well.
Good
My name is
afternoon.
Zeenat.
Yes.
And before I ask you a question, ma'am, first of all, I'd like to say that thank you so much. Thank you so much to you and Jaspal sir for making my parents happy in 1980s.
So sweet.
They have been a huge fan of your show, The Flop Show, and they even made me see that show. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Zeenat, for saying this. Thank you. And I'm glad that we could be a part of your family's happiness. And I'm sorry for your parents forcing you to watch our
Oh
program.
my God, no, ma'am. I was so glad to watch it. Thank you so much. All right, ma'am. So my question to you is, what is the biggest factor that has helped you to become successful?
Okay, so we are considered successful. Okay, that's a good starting point. See, I would say that the credit for this goes to Jaspalji more than me, because I took the road he had taken, and I think that why Jaspalji was so successful is because he was sure on the path he was in. There were, when you start out your career, there's so many avenues that are open to you, and we are confused. I think he was very, very clear that this is what I want to do. That is why his messages and everything is so crisp and to the point. So he knew कि अगर मैंने ये मेरी जर्नी है, ये शायद ये जर्नी किसी और ने नहीं की है, and it will be, full of struggles and full of hardship, but this is what I need to do. And I think that is why he was successful. He is successful. He will remain so. And for me, it becomes easier because I am just following in whatever I could learn from him. क्योंकि मुझे यही रास्ता पता है, मुझे और तो रास्ते कोई पता नहीं है. So I think the reason for our success, besides of course hard work and dedication and everything else which everybody else puts in, is that we were very, very clear on what to do and how to do it.
Indeed, ma'am, your answer is extremely motivating and inspiring. Now we have Drishti with us who will be asking you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Good afternoon, दृष्टि. ये अभी 1 घंटे से तो मैं बहुत अच्छी हूँ. आप सब लोगों से बातें हो रही है, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे. Yes.
It is such an honor to talk to you, ma'am.
Same here. हाँ जी, बताइए.
Ma'am, we know so much about your professional lives and your work, and you explained to us all through your journey and everything. But I have a question about your childhood. Some funny incident you remember from when you were a child.
Funny incident childhood का I think एक तो मैंने वही बताया था अपने बर्थडे का कि I would stand at the gate, snatch presents, ये क्या ले आए हो, वो क्या ले आए हो, पुरानी चीजें कोई और नहीं मिलता. And then I remember there was a when I was, I think, in KG or first maybe, there was this play where the children are all building blocks, एक के ऊपर एक, सब एक आगे एक ब्लॉक रखता है, एक ब्लॉक. तो मुझे उन्होंने पता नहीं क्यों जोकर बनाया था. I don't know, in class 1 I don't think I look like a joker. I don't even till today. But उन्होंने मेरे को कहा कि आपने ना एंड में आके सारे ब्लॉक्स को ऐसे तोड़ देना है. So they said जोकर की क्या कॉस्ट्यूम होगी. So they told my parents कि इसको नया नाइट सूट सिला के देना और उल्टा पहना देना. So वो मैं I wore my night suit ulta and I had to come on the stage and just break everything. So वो मुझे अब उस टाइम तो I don't know whether I found it funny और उस टाइम तो आपको समझ ही नहीं होता. पर अब जब मैं सोचती हूँ तो मुझे बहुत ही I find it very, very funny कि normally I think I would associate a boy with this कि लड़के आके, but the fact that I was chosen, maybe कुछ होगा आप में, कुछ गलत मलत या उल्टा होगा कुछ ना. So otherwise what else do I remember? In Bangalore when we were studying, we used to play a lot of badminton. Like I told you, we were into, my sister and me were really into sports. And लड़कियों का एक ग्रुप होता था, लड़कों का अलग. and we used to play in the hangars जहाँ पे planes को रखते हैं ना, तो वो बहुत बड़े हैंगर्स थे, साइड में 3-4 प्लेन्स होते थे, उन्होंने कुछ जगह को वो एयर कोर्ट्स बनाए हुए थे, बैडमिंटन कोर्ट, उसमें ताला लगा हुआ होता था. एंड सो दे यूज्ड टू बी एवरी डे देयर यूज्ड टू बी अ रेस कि वो लड़कियां अगर चाबी ले ली तो हम भागते हुए हैंगर में जाके खोल के 2-3 घंटे तक खेलते रहते थे. वी कुड नॉट गिव अ चांस टू द बॉयज. एंड इफ द बॉयज वेर अर्लियर, क्योंकि हम सब ने स्कूल से वापस आके कपड़े बदल के खाना खा के फिर पहुंचना होता था, तो वो रोज एक ऐसी होती थी कि हम लोग ऐसे थे कि लड़के भी बेवकूफ, हम भी बंदा पूछे आप शेयर कर लो, एक गेम आप खेल लो, हमने. बट दिस इज व्हाट चाइल्डहुड इज ना, लड़ झगड़ के खेलना तो 2-3 घंटे, फिर लड़कों को चांस नहीं देना. So I think this is what I can just remember at this particular time.
I have a question for you, ma'am. Like,
Yes, sure.
after hearing you for the past few hours, like it's been wonderful listening to you.
So much.
No, ma'am. It is really good. It is really inspiring talking to you. And like, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell myself, even about say 10 years back, don't take anything for granted. Don't take money for granted. Don't take success for granted. And most important, don't take relationships for granted. हम जिस भी रिश्ते में आ जाते हैं, whether it is with our parents. My father is going to be 90 next month. My mother is on the bed. She can't speak. She can't walk. When I look at them, I realize that I took them so much for granted. In terms of when I was married, I came into a joint family here. And I had to make so many adjustments because you're coming from a different background. You're settling, then work, children. That I think every girl does it, that you pushed your parents to the background and said, okay, मैं कर लूंगी. And now when I have the time and when I have the inclination, my mother can't speak. I mean, there are times I want to ask my mother, what is it you dream of? What is it you dreamt of as a young girl? आप क्या करना चाहते थे? And she just can't speak. So let's not take anything for granted. I even took, for that matter, even took Jaspalji for granted, his work, his vision. And he went away so suddenly. And there were times जब हम nonsense club के act करते थे, I used to be standing by his side. I knew each and everything he was going to speak. And because I was the kind of the confidant कि अगर मैं ये भूल जाऊंगा तो तुम मेरे को याद दिला देना क्वेश्चन पूछ के किसी तरीके से. So I knew कि हाँ ये बोलना है, लेकिन मुझे तब भी डेप्थ नहीं समझ आई of what he was saying. Now today when I see his work, when I read about him or when I'm writing about him, I understand and I say, oh my God, what was he saying? And why was I so caught up in all other worldly things that आप उस शख्स की जो brilliance है आप भी खुद नहीं समझ पाए. So don't take, I would tell myself, don't take anything for granted, especially relationships and people who matter to you so much.
I think this is especially for those who carry phones on dinner table. Put that away. Spend time with your parents. Talk to them. That will be good.
Yes, because they are here today, they won't be there tomorrow. And then you will write on social media, missing you, Papa, missing this, because this is what happens with each one of us. Not just this generation. Work, कोई काम के सिलसिले में, पढ़ाई है. But find time out for people whom you love. This time will not come back again.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, to all the audience we have here, we are going to show you an international award-winning film, which is titled "The Story of a Story." So, just a second, guys.
You can do it, Saksham.
सक्षा में उनको सर को बोलने दीजिए जो बोलते हैं. You're doing a good job. Don't worry.
I think that.
कोई बात नहीं.
It's again lost.
कोई बात नहीं. We always have a backup. Don't worry. Oh, it's there.
Is the audio playing well?
No. The screen went the same way. Saksham, we can't see the video. Wait.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Gulshan sir.
Let's see who wins.
सक्षम आप ऐसे करिए, आप you take your time. I will just speak about humor as a life skill. Let me speak about that.
Yeah, that will be a good idea. Yeah.
How humor. Abhi tak, I mean, I'm sure there have been portions where you have all been able to make out ki how humor helped us even while we were making flop show. We were making it in Chandigarh. We didn't go to Bombay. Equipment came to us from Delhi, and there were times कि कैमरा खराब हो गया तो सारा crew cast बैठी हुई है because it has to go back to Delhi and come back. So we were sometimes lagging in time क्योंकि सब newcomers थे. जसपाल जी भी पहली बार एक बहुत बड़ी चीज बना रहे थे. But I think when we would enact out या जब स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ते थे तो जब हंसी मजाक होता था तो वो सब चीजें आप भूल जाते थे. So I think humor gives you that energy and gives you that hope and comfort कि सब कुछ ठीक होगा. Because अब आप देखते हैं कि it has picked up even in India. बाहर के countries में for cancer patients, humor is being used as a therapy to treat people. And especially children. And in Chandigarh, we had a lot of theatre artists who are dressing up as clowns and mimicking and going in front of the children. Because बच्चों को जब आप हंसाते हो तो their immune system gets stronger, circulation, you release the feel-good chemicals, you give them hope, you give them strength, and when they laugh, their parents also get the hope that our child is going to be okay. Because आप हंसते तभी हैं जब आप खुश होते हैं. आप जबरदस्ती तो हंस नहीं सकते. So I think humor is the biggest healer. It has happened with me personally that when I start seeing Jaspalji's work, the first thing you do is you start crying when you see him. But slowly those tears go away and you start laughing. Even though I have seen this, acted in it, seen them 100 number of times, I still laugh. And at the end of it, when you press the stop button, you're laughing. And that is what humor does, is it takes you through this catharsis कि आपके अंदर जो दुख होता है, जो you have the pain, it heals that. And I think that is very important for all of us. And all of you need to have a person who makes you laugh in your life. आपके ताया जी हो सकते हैं, आपके father हो सकते हैं, आपके mother हो सकते हैं, could be a comic whom you like, could be anybody. These are your superheroes. Because the people who make you laugh should be your superheroes. And even if you can't see the cloak and see them flying in the sky, but I think जो लोग आपको हंसा सके, किसी भी तरह का humor हो, I won't categorize कि अच्छा कोई अगर आपको केले का छिलका पड़ा है, कोई गिर जाता है तो आप हंसते हैं कि वो slapstick है. Humor is humor. Anything that can make you laugh is great. And I have, in these 8 years, I have been able to channelize a lot of my grief, a lot of my pain through watching his work, watching other comics. And in 2016, I wanted people, and even today, I want people to remember Jaspalji, to remember me as somebody who made them laugh. And the tears will come, yes, at the way he went, but the bigger emotion is of happiness. And in 2016, with the Chandigarh administration, I started the Jaspal Bhatti Humor Festival, where my attempt was to celebrate this man's vision, that this man, I mean, unparalleled vision. And I always call him the Sardar of satire, that, you know, he is the first person जिन्होंने मतलब कॉमेडियन को हीरो बना दिया. नहीं तो हमेशा फिल्म्स में आप देखते हैं कि हीरो अलग होता था. द you know, I mean, people like I don't know how many of you have even seen him, Rajinder Nath ji, old films. I mean, decent person, amazing actor, and all you could think of doing with him was making him wear those long, you know, kachas and nala latak raha and anak, and that, you know, trying to create that farcical. You mean to say you don't have a role for a man of this caliber? So Jaspal ji was the first person to change this, to get the comic to be the hero, and that is what I wanted. So every March 3rd, which is Jaspal ji's birthday, we had for 2 or 3 days this festival in Punjabi, in English, in Hindi, where we brought in big names, small names, aspiring actors, local people, कि एक कॉमेडी का मेला लगे जहां लोग अच्छी entertainment. I told each of the comics who were, AIB was here, Sunil Grover has been with us, Amit Tandon hai, Jiveshu hai, Upmanyu is there, Kenny Sebastian was here last year, Dr. Sankit, the Kapil Sharma ke show se. We've had amazing, Dr. Surinder Sharma, and somebody like AIB. I told them, I said, a lot of your work has cuss words and this, but this is a platform where you will not use any double meaning dialogues or no profanities or this, because this festival carries the name of a man who always got in good and clean entertainment. So for me, that festival became something that I looked forward the entire year. कि entire year आप चाहे जिस मर्जी चीज से दुखी हैं, struggle कर रहे हैं, ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, but at the back of your mind there's always this hope that, you know, I will be doing this. Who do I get? किसको लाऊं? क्या गाऊं? So humor always gives you hope, and I think the biggest gift which I have learned from Jaspal ji is that humor gives you the courage to laugh at your own self. हम कभी नहीं अपने आप पे हंसते, हम हमेशा दूसरों पे हंसते हैं. We laugh the loudest when somebody falls down, somebody has a this, somebody, and in fact some of the present shows that you see on television today are all about laughing at the other person. वो मोटा है, वो ये है, आप कहाँ से आ गए, things like that. But I think what I have learned from Jaspal ji is to laugh at your own self. I will just tell you a small incident. My daughter had bought her car and she told me कि मम्मा जब हम वहाँ से निकलेंगे शोरूम से तो आप चला के लाना. I said okay. So she was going in my car, I was driving her car. We came to the Tribune Chowk and there was a huge truck in front of me. It was so huge कि ना मुझे street light नजर आ रही थी. I couldn't see not the street light, the traffic lights, and I couldn't see them. So when the truck started to move, I just went behind it, and it was a red light. So I didn't see the red light, and sure enough, there was a traffic policeman standing there, and he said, "आ जाइए." And I'm thinking that, oh my God, I've just got the car out of the showroom, और पहली सफर में आपका चलान कटने वाला है, and I didn't say anything. So I rolled down my window and I said, "I'm so sorry, but वो truck था मेरी vision." So he said, "Ma'am, आप जैसे लोग पढ़े लिखे लोग अगर ये करेंगे," and I'm looking, अच्छा okay, I'm पढ़े लिखे, looking like पढ़ा लिखा, good. And he said कि आप ऐसे करेंगे तो फिर कैसे होगा, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है, दिखाइए अपना लाइसेंस दिखाइए. So I took out my license. He looked at the license. Obviously it had Jaspal ji. अच्छा आप मैम है, आप जसपाल भट्टी मैम है, एक मिनट रुकना. He called 5-10 people. आ जाओ, मैम आए हैं. अच्छा मैम कोई नहीं, आपको जाने देते हैं, this that. मैंने सोचा सब कुछ ठीक है. As I was about to start, he said, मैम सिर्फ एक सवाल पूछना है आपको. मैंने कहा हाँ. मैंने आपको देखा था तब तो आप बहुत पतले थे, अब आप इतने मोटे क्यों हो गए हो? And I looked at him and I said, "Oh my God, you had to call these people." इससे ज़्यादा तो मेरा चलान ही काट लेते. So, see, the humor gives you this courage to laugh. I know how I look. I know how he must have seen me. He must be comparing me to my previous works. But I had the option of even getting angry and saying, who gives you this right? And body shaming and things like that. But I had the option of laughing at myself and saying, okay, you have to be ready for this. And I think humor gives you that courage to say that, yes, I have my weaknesses and I love them. There's no problem. And another small incident, when Flop Show had been a super hit, there were no flights, there was nothing, there was only Shatabdi that ran. Jaspalji went to the railway station and there was this guy in the, not the station master, but somebody else in the adjoining room who came and told him, जसपाल जी serial देख कमाल दा है, बहुत ही अच्छा है, तुसी बहुत अच्छे हो, वो बहुत अच्छा है, फलाम अच्छा, story बड़ी अच्छी this. He says, I have only one problem. That lady in the serial who is your wife, कहते वो इतनी बदतमीज जनानी है, कहते वो उसको अकल नहीं कहते बात करने की, हर चीज पे कहते आपको डांटती रहती है, उसको कहते सीरियल से बाहर निकालो. अच्छा जसपाल जी सारी चीजें बहुत आराम से सुन गए and he didn't tell this person कि she is my wife, actual wife also. So सुन उनके सारी चीजें. So I think husbands as it is are very happy कोई उनकी wife की वो करे ना गलती निकाले. So he came back home very happy. He told me, he said, Savita, I have met your biggest fan and I was so happy. I said, अच्छा मेरा भी कोई fan है, because everybody used to be naturally Jaspal ji की तरह. He says yes, and he's such a big fan that he wants you out of the serial. I said, what happened? He says, वो गालियाँ निकाल रहा था तेरे को, कह रहा था ये क्या है, what is this. But then Jaspal ji said, that means you are acting well. So I said, okay, we laughed about it. After 2 days, it so happened we had to go and leave somebody at the station again. So Jaspal ji said, let's go and meet your fan. So we went and he told me, sir, to andar ja pehle. I opened the door. He was sitting right in the front and I think by then he had come to know that I was a wife. And when I opened the door and I entered, he thought I'd come to fight with him. And the first thing he said, ma'am, nahi, sorry, ma'am, sorry. Sir ne mainu dassiya hi nahi tusi unna di wife hege ho. Tusi ma'am bahut achhi acting then. And I was like, I've just come to say thank you. That so I think we have to learn that. All of us, what you see in the country happening today is so chaotic and so, I mean, it is, at sometimes people say, what is your comment on this? And I say, I don't even have words now. I just read today that MS Dhoni not performing well at the IPL, his 6-year-old daughter is getting rape threats from the so-called followers. And I wanted to say something, but I don't have words. That this is the world we live in, where we take our opinions so seriously. I am so and so, I am this, I am on social media, whatever I say, I have the right to, hate you, be full of anger. I think humor gives you immense courage to say, the world is flawed, so am I. I am also full of I've made a lot of mistakes. I may not be that intelligent. I may be just an ordinary person. I think only humor gives you that courage.
That was really commendable, ma'am. It was like, for all the audience we have, it is like a very beautiful message you have just given. Like the seriousness in life is good. That is also important, but humor is equally important. Being like, we have to balance both. Yes. To move ahead, to be successful in life.
Audience हो तो नहीं कहीं?
नहीं ma'am.
सब हैं. सब हैं. Everyone is there. Yeah. So.
Yes, thank you. And now I would request Gulshan sir, if you're there, can please play the video.
मैंने 10 सफ़े की एक लघु कहानी लिखी। कहानी एक फौजी की थी। जो कारगिल की जंग में शहीद हो गया था। फौजी के शहीद होने के बाद जो उसके परिवार वालों को एक सेवा मेडल दिया गया वो चोरी हो जाता है। बाप थाने में मेडल चोरी हो जाने की रिपोर्ट लिखवाने जाता है और थानेदार रिपोर्ट लिखता नहीं है। मैंने ये कहानी पूरी की और अखबार के एडिटर को दी। एडिटर, जो कि मेरा एक किस्म का दोस्त भी था, उसका बाद में मुझे फोन आया। यार, कहानी को थोड़ा छोटा करो। 10 सफ़े की तुम्हारी कहानी छाप देंगे तो बाकी की खबरें कहां छापेंगे? मैंने बहुत सोचा कि इस कहानी की काट छांट कहां से की जाए। मैंने उस कहानी से फौजी की पत्नी का जिक्र हटा दिया। फौजी के शहीद होने के बाद पत्नी ने उसके वियोग में किस तरह से दिन बिताए, या अपने छोटे छोटे बच्चों को कैसे समझाया कि पापा कहां गए हैं, सब काट छांट दिया। कहानी 7 सफ़े की हो गई। एडिटर ने जब कहानी देखी बोला, यार कहानी तो बहुत अच्छी है, पर इसे थोड़ी और छोटी कर। मैंने बहुत सोचा कि अब मां का वर्णन कम किया जाए या बाप का। मां, जो कि बेटे की याद में रो रो के अंधी हो गई थी। मां, जिसने बहादुर सिपाही को जन्म दिया था। वो मां, जिसने अपने बच्चे के मन में कूट कूट कर भरा था कि इस मां से ज्यादा तुम्हारा फर्ज भारत मां के लिए है। उस मां के बारे में मैंने सब साफ कर दिया। कहानी 3 सफ़े की रह गई। एडिटर ने कहानी के सफ़े गिने और कहा कि विषय तो बहुत अच्छा है, कहानी को किसी तरह से 250 शब्दों में समेट दो। मैंने सब कुछ काट दिया, सिर्फ उस पुलिस थानेदार के बारे में लिखा कि कैसे उसने मेडल चोरी होने पर FIR लिखने से मना कर दिया था। और FIR लिखने के लिए थानेदार फौजी के बाप से 5,000 रुपए खा गया। मेरी कहानी तो आगामी रविवार को अखबार के मैगजीन सेक्शन में छप गई, लेकिन उस कहानी को मैं देख के उदास हो गया, क्योंकि उस कहानी को छपवाने के चक्कर में मैंने फौजी के परिवार के सभी पात्रों को शहीद कर दिया।
Thank you so much, Gulshan sir, for backing me. Next, Janvi would continue.
Indeed, it was an extremely and mesmerizing film, excellently directed by Jasraj Bhatti sir and written by our very own Padma Bhushan awardee, Shri Jaspal Bhatti sir. And lastly, ma'am, I would just like to ask you that one advice you would give to all the youth listening to you, all the college-going students, keeping in mind the situation right now, and what is the one advice you would give to everybody listening to you right now?
I would say never lose hope. Never ever lose hope, because nature itself shows you when there is day, night will follow. When there's night, day will follow. So whatever you are struggling with, whether it is money, whether it is bad health, bad relationships, anything. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I think my screen has disappeared. Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you very well.
So I would say that there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and like there's so many young students who have come up and spoken about how their parents loved Jaspalji's work, and how they continue to be, derive satisfaction. So for me, that's a signal from God, from nature, not to lose hope. So I would tell everybody that don't ever lose hope. If जो कहते हैं ना कि अगर एक दरवाजा बंद होता है, आपकी नजर शायद उसी दरवाजे पे हो, पर बाकी और दरवाजे हैं जो खुलते हैं, आप नजर घुमाइए and you will see things opening up. It may take time, but things will change. So never ever lose hope and be kind. In this world, there's so much of hatred, so much of anger. I think we can do our best to spread love and be kind to each other.
Absolutely right, ma'am. Absolutely right. And ma'am, now on behalf of Chitkara University, I would like to pay my heartfelt gratitude for spending such a beautiful time with us. We will cherish this experience all our lives, and we will also be very grateful to all the faculty and students attending the session. It was great.
I will too, Janvi. I will treasure this interaction. And like I said, that from today, when I've spoken to all of you, I also have learned so much, and there's so much I will carry in my bag of memories. And as it is, I have an amazing respect for Chitkara University and the way it has spread out to be such a premier institution of this region. And today, being with all of you, I think is one of the best way to spend my time. And thank you so much for having me. I hope you all liked the session.
Yes, it was wonderful. Like, we are eagerly waiting for you to have us. Like, we would be having our National Theatre Fest probably very soon. We have every year on the name of Rangrej. Like, I am wearing the logo tee also.
Okay, wonderful.
So it would be really honored to have you at that festival also, and we'll probably learn many new things from you when we meet face to face.
I think I will learn more because the younger people have such great set of ideas. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, ma'am. Honored.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being generous with your time and taking us through this amazing journey. You are so unfiltered, and I think that's the best thing about you. You speak from the heart always, and that's the good thing. For all the young ones here, I mean, you cannot get a better example. I know all of you would have chosen game design, visual communication, animation, fighting a lot of internal battles at home and otherwise. This is an example. You cannot get a better example than this to pursue your passion and have humor in your life.
Yes, and be happy. Be happy. That's the most important thing.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. We look forward to have you in campus as soon as possible. We look forward to have...
Sure. It will be my pleasure. And thank you once again for having me. Thank you. Bye-bye to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Be safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.